All right, now it is time to start building some balance wires. Let's make sure we have fuel on for the heat. Not that we need a whole lot of it, but it's also good to burn off that heater because it's brand new and it stinks to high heaven. Ooh, we need some light. All right, so now I'm gonna round up all of the parts that I need to build this balance cables out so that we can really get these batteries balanced together to get more power that way. So I shall return. Okay, so I've got all of my parts. I've got my light going. Right now, these are, believe it or not, pretty much all that we're going to use. I'll show you what I'm going to do basically. I don't know how well you can see. Let's see. Alright, what we're going to do is balance this cell to this cell. And this cell, you know, all three are going to run parallel to each other. Right now, this is two different batteries to create the 48 volt. And they are in really good balance right now, or I wouldn't be making these leads the way I'm going to do it. But I want to keep them in good balance, and I want them to, you know, that keeping them balanced, each cell, because there's two cells in each one of these pieces, 2, 4, 6, 8, you know, you get that. There's actually 4, but there's 2 in series. So I want all of these to be evenly matched, and that will bring the capacity up, and it's safe, keeps them from overcharging or undercharging. So here we go. Okay, here's the progress so far. I don't know if you can see, but each one of these, like in this centerpiece here, goes, I'm trying to get the GoPro to be real close to it, close as you can go, but it goes from here to that center pole to this center pole. The reason being is these batteries aren't just a negative positive. It's a positive, negative positive, and negative. What that means is there's from here to here is 4 volts, and from here to here is 4 volts. From here to here is 8. So what I'm doing is joining the 4 volt posts to the 4 volt post, and vice versa all the way through. That way this 4 volt is exactly 4.0 or 3.7, whatever it's balanced to. This one will be the same as this one all the way across. No matter what the charge is, they will stay perfectly in line with each other. You get a lot more storage capacity out of it that way. And I've gotten all the way down to this one here. I'm fixing to have to work on that one because it's right behind, I don't know if you can even see that, maybe, but it's right in behind that post, so I'm gonna have to move that one. And I had to do that one up here a little bit, as you can see that it worked out pretty good though. But there's where we are so far, and then what'll happen is I'll do the same thing with each one of these posts. This one to this one, this one to this one. As you can see, the red one already exists for the main one, because that's how the batteries are joined from positive, and then from the same thing down here at the negative. So we're on the way, about a third of the way done. All right, we're at the end of this part, but there we go. We got all of the center posts joined, and next, like I say, we'll just do all these posts from this one to this one, from this one to this one, and making sure that nothing happens. Like, you definitely don't want to go from this post to say that post. That would be ugly. Then we would find out what World War III was like. We'd get a real quick glimpse anyway. But there we go. We're underway, and that part is done. All right, we're gonna start again, and this time it requires that everything be shut down, because now I got to go into these batteries, and that could be a fun thing. No, it'd be all right. I got to go into these and loosen the main posts. That's the reason I can't keep everything up and running, is because I don't have to disconnect them, but I have to loosen them, and I may have to loosen them enough to cause the connection to become loose and unstable, so I can't leave everything on during that. These other ones I could, because they're just balance leads coming out. They're not being used. But these main posts that are going to be linked from battery to battery, in order to get the wire in behind these, I'm going to have to loosen them to a point, and I don't need it getting loose and carried away and sparking and everything. So there will be no load on it, but we shall get this done and see how much more performance we get. Alright, just in case I haven't shown you, I can't remember, I've now finished all of the cells as far as getting them all wired in. We are now, let's see if I can get this a little bit better. There we go, maybe. We're all now wired, and as you can see, I got posts on here, alligator clips, on the charge. Now what I'm doing is charging. I got each one of the cells balanced as far as internally from this one to this one, because remember there's 2 in each. So now I'm charging the full set, and I'm charging at 8.14 volts a piece. And I don't know if this will show correctly. Let's see, I might have to, oh yeah, it'll do all right. This will give you an idea. It's charging at a little over an amp. You could charge these. I can get 20 amps out of this unit, but what it does is, and I actually have it set for 3 amps, but it will only take exactly what it needs to put it at that voltage. Each one of these cells, each one of the batteries, the dual cells, were about an amp and a half out of each other. So when they're all balanced and straightened out, I should get quite a bit more capacity, or at least peace of mind anyway, so that I know they're all charging and discharging at the same rate. But there we go. Now the long job of getting these done. It usually takes them about an hour a piece to get done, but now you can see why I wanted to join this one to this one cell by cell, so that I only have to do it for this side, because by doing it for this side, it automatically does it for this side, so it cuts my work in half and gets it done equally. So there you have it. It's on its way. Alright, well, we are all charged, completely charged, all balanced, everything is good. That turned out really good. I got a good bit of capacity out of that. So now I guess it's time to pick up the tools, which as you can see, there ain't a whole lot to pick up, but it's done.